Okay, so welcome everybody. It is August 19th, 7:30 with Josephine Ghiringhelli, Psychic Medium. I'm so happy to see all of you here. Hi, Rosemary, Lori. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to be speaking tonight about law of attraction, which I believe it's just so very important. Law of attraction, the secret. I will explain to you what vision boards mean. I want to share with you some of the reading material that I think is so very important and very helpful for a full understanding of what all of this means. So when you have the law of attraction, it is your frame of mind. It is you putting out to the universe what it is that you want to have come into your life. You are actually giving and instructing the universe as to what direction you want to go in your life. So the law of attraction is really the intention behind the thought of what the idea, the thought of what it is that you want to create, what you want to bring into your life. If you want to have love in your life. I mean, there's certain things that are very much a part of who we are and what our needs are. And to have love come in your life, to have a good job, to have security, to have financial gain, to having, I have had clients that have come in to see me that literally didn't have a place to stay. And because of everything that's going on out there, it has really affected, the COVID has affected many, many, many people on many, many different levels. So it really is very intense as far as individualizing what it is that you need in your life. And everyone watching this will, you all know. So if you even take a moment to just go within and to the first, what I would like for all of you to do who are watching this, the first impression that you get within your mind of what it is that you would like to enter into your life. If you want to share that, that would be great. I would love to see that. So what's the first thing that comes into your mind of what you would like to bring into your life? You know, for me, the first thing that does come into my mind as I'm here collectively with all of you, which is always so wonderful, is to really reach the masses as far as spirituality, as far as growth, as far as healing, as far as sending unconditional love. That is always my heart's desire, to do that and bring comfort and healing on multiple levels. So that's the first thing in my mind that I would like personally. Of course, on a global level, I would like world, certainly world peace, but world healing, because we are all in a place of not knowing what direction we're going in and what our lives have in store for us. So by you, the law of attraction, it is really you saying to the universe, this is what I really, dear Lord, and you always want to give, you always want to have your sense of prayer and sense of humbleness when you're asking the universe, God, whatever it is that is your belief system, because it's all one and the same, for for acknowledgement and for them to hear your, I don't want to say plea, but to hear your prayer of what it is that you would like to enter into your life. I want to put, let me just put here, because I think this is important, and then I will go into, a lot of you have shared what it is that you're seeking to have come in. And these are, the secret which really does explain this book. I highly recommend. I have this book. It did come out quite, I think 2006, but it came out by Rhonda Byrne, who is an excellent book writer and very intense and very real about where she was going in her life, how she pulled in the, I'm going to say the secret because that's why she named it the secret, to that she asked for certain elements, certain attributes to enter into her life. And by putting that out and having, by the way, a big part of it is having the trust and having the belief, the intention behind the thought. Remember that having the faith that you know that this is actually going to come to fruition, that this is actually going to be entering into your life. And with no doubt and with no reason to question the universe, to question God, to question our angels, to question our spirit guides, but to put it out, what it is that you want in your life, what you maybe need in your life, and what and who you would like to surround yourself with in this lifetime. And that is really important because please remember the people that we surround ourselves with is really the energy that we are allowing into our lives. And they have influences over us. And I know that you know that because so many of you that are on here, you're learning, you're growing. You were either born with this ability, and everybody, as I've always said, is psychic just on varying levels and in varying degrees. But everyone has gut instinct. Everyone has the ability to feel and sense and see with the third eye what it is that's coming their way, the influences that surround them. We all know when we have negative people around us, and you know, the best thing, as I always say to people, the best thing is to really just kind of keep the negativity away. You don't want that to be in your auric field. And this is, by the way, Rhonda Byrne is the one who is, you know, God bless her, responsible for so many books. This is How the Secret Changed My Life, and Real People, Real Stories. And so she actually interviewed other people and shared their stories in this incredible book. And, you know, by looking at it, by reading, what happens is when your consciousness is open, when your consciousness is allowed to connect with the energy of other people who have been successful, other people who have tapped into these wonderful, wonderful aspects that they have asked for, whether it be work, whether it be love, whether it be health, whether it be a house, whether it be, you know, even to get to, you know, these, listen, mundane things are very important because this is what we need to survive. Some people are asking for a car. Some people are asking for, um, you know, a life change to be able to have a place to live or to even have friends. Some people are, you know, many people are very lonely and they don't have maybe the courage to, or maybe they're shy to really approach people. And you know, no man or woman is an island, that's for sure. um the Hero, that's another book by, of course, Rhonda Byrne is how you pronounce her name. And I just think, and she's actually one of my heroes because she actually changed my life. And this truly works once you have the belief system behind it. And this is, you might want to, you know, if you want to take pictures of these, I'm trying to keep them up there for a while so you can take out your phones, take out your cameras to take the picture of it. So, um, you know, the power behind our thoughts. Remember, for each and every word that we speak out of our mouths, you can't take words back. So once you speak words, those words hold very near and dear and powerful to people. I will share with you, my mother would always say, turn your tongue 1,000 times before you say something, especially if it's in the heat of being upset or angry, because you cannot take that back. And you want to be very mindful about that. I love the the cover of this and the colors. You will know that I love, love, love yellow and peaches and corals, lavenders. Those are, my favorite colors. And now I also want to share with you that I actually just saw this. I just saw this movie the other day, and with Katie Holmes and Josh Lucas, who I love both of them. I think they're both wonderful. And Dare to Dream. I love the way they put that right out there. It is Dare to Dream, because you will see in this movie that I want to share with you. Please try to, get to see that, because you will see she's a lovely person in the show, but you will also see her mother-in-law and her take on life and her outlook on life, which has had it's exactly what I'm speaking about, a great influence on Katie Holmes. And she is a lovely person, even in the show, but events which I will not say, because I want you to watch the movie, that have affected her. It did not change her. It did not change her positive attitude. And having this young, very handsome man, so nice to look at. She's a beautiful woman, and he is a very handsome and nice, well-rounded, truthful, and honest person, and that's what everybody wants in their life. So take a picture of that. Try to get a hold of that or watch it. It will leave you with that essence and just a wonderful feeling. Okay, before I even put these up here, I want to go to and welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Grace. I'm going to put, because the vision boards, which I will put these pictures up, have an awful lot to do with changing the person's life and visually seeing. It's exactly that. It's literally getting a board and putting on it what your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, what it is that you would like to visually see in your life. And it's really quite magical. Hi, Annie. Um, Hi, Janice. I must have missed some of your emojis. Keep those emojis coming. And thank you for sharing some of the what it is that you want. Oh, thank you. I see Rosemary saying thank you. Can't wait for my first book. I am working on my book, and I just have so many people that, which is really nice, are giving me encouragement and really want to see that and read that, because it is a very interesting story. I've been doing this for decades. Lots of really magical, endearing, hopeful, and loving stories that I have encountered with people, places, and things. Just really quite magical. So hello, everybody. Yes, and yes, we all do need positive, energized people in our lives. Um, and yes, hi, Andrea. She shares better communication and connection with family. Thank you for sharing that. Deirdre, good. I'm glad you're coming in for a reading. So yes, by the way, I hope to see you soon. I look forward to meeting you. Yes, I am doing in-person readings now, and group readings as well. So just so that you all know that, you could go on josephineg.com, and you can all, as you know, this is, by the way, the 40th class workshop interactive lesson that I have with you. I'm so happy to say, and always so happy to see all of you here. And hello to you too, Tina. And Josie, hi there. Inner peace, you share with us. Janet shares with us inner peace. And oh, thank you, Rosemary. Yes, the next one is A Power of the Soul, that's next week, by the way. So it will be extremely just that, very powerful. Okay, so Lynn is sharing, and thank you for sharing this, that there's a documentary on Netflix of the book and what it's all about. It's amazing. Um, Lynn, if you want to share with us what the name of the documentary is on Netflix, that would be helpful for all that are watching. And hi from Brooklyn. Hi from Pennsylvania. Hi from Florida. So nice to have you here. Hi from California, Staten Island, Jersey. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. Virginia, welcome, welcome. Peace. And and she puts what Lynn said, so that's just funny. So if you could share with us the name of the documentary, that would be great. Thank you, Janice. Sending hugs right back to you. I always love and appreciate your emojis. They just bring a smile to my face. Um, I think we're going to be doing a group reading, Janice. I didn't realize you already came to me for a reading. So if you want to share on here, because people look on this, if you enjoyed your reading and what you gained from having a reading with me, that would be very nice. And thank you, Judy. I will certainly will let you all know when the book comes out. Blessings to you too. And thank you, Anna. I appreciate that. Yes, Barbara, it is my 40th. And you could, by the way, see all on Josephine Ghiringhelli, um, Psychic Medium on YouTube. They're all there. Michael uploads them after I finish. So thank you, Lorraine, being very supportive. You want my book when it's ready to come out. You're very welcome, Janice. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate Melbourne, Florida, well, Arizona, welcome, welcome. Long Island, Aura, Long Island, Bohemia. I'm so glad to see all of you. Florida, Lakeland, Florida. You know, it's interesting because, oh, maybe 2 months ago, um, two people actually actually got together from watching me on here, and they met, and I thought that was just really such a wonderful, endearing story. So, good, Marissa. I didn't know you did 2 group readings with me. It's always nice to just share how you, by the way, that's the magic word. If you don't mind, just share this, please. That would be nice. So people, even if they can get on this, even in the it's not even the halfway mark, I would appreciate that. So, just giving you a moment, just press share. It's really easy. It's right underneath the, I think, actions bar. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate that. I always see it at the end, how many people do, and it's just lovely. And I thank you for the support. I appreciate that. Oh, that's great. Yes, your grandmother's voice is really watching over you, and she spiritually, Patchogue, hi, is watching over you. Okay, so hi, Richard. Thank you. I try to have the best outlook on life, and the secret I always have since I'm a child. I was born into a very lovely, lovely family, and I was blessed. You know, I have 7 brothers and sisters, 6 in which are still with us. I want to put up now the pictures of the vision boards. Let me put. I taught a workshop. It was really an incredible workshop, and these are just a few of the people that were in the workshop that are sharing what they did with the vision board. This is a perfect picture of the vision board. And this young lady who did this was really, when you fill up, these are things I analyze in the workshop individually. So when I get the location and we are able to, I will do an in-person workshop for many of my students are on here. So it's just a wonderful, powerful, and she shared with me, and now I'm sharing with all of you. If you look intensely at this, the more every single space of your board is taken, the more powerful and the more vibrational energy goes out to the universe. So she actually, I believe, was a singer and an actress, this young lady who did this. So she had put many of the inspirational pictures that she wanted to bring into her life. I believe she wanted to be have more exposure, have more success, have more people on her social networking, and you know, you get feedback. You do get feedback. So there was a lot of positive feedback. So now I'm going to share with you. This is just a couple, three of the young ladies. If you could see their boards, everybody has, you know, different aspects. They were not finished with their boards at this time, with their vision boards, but you can see what they, if you take a really close look, some wanted to travel, some wanted inner peace in their life and stability and wellness and love. And so their boards, when they were all done, what I do is I look at the board and I analyze it for you. So it's sort of like doing a reading, but through your own soul energy, your own heart's desire. And here is another picture of a little bit more up close of two of the vision boards. And she's still actually, what you do is you get magazines and you have the different magazines that you have in front of you. And then you look through it. You take your time with this. It's sort of like a prayer. It's really pretty phenomenal because it is like a prayer. So you're looking through the books and magazines, and you put out, you know what your intention is, you know what you want to bring into your life, and you're looking at these pictures, and it's what you're attracted to. Law of attraction, it's what you're attracted to that you want to bring into your life. In another one of the workshops that I did, this woman, she was going out with this young man, and she really wanted to get engaged, and all over her vision board was engagement rings and wedding dresses and all of that. And I mean, they were very much in love, but she kind of wanted to speed up the process. And actually, she gave me feedback that she says that vision board worked because we did indeed get engaged. I thought that was funny. And this is another young lady who is looking very intensely. They were kind enough to let me take pictures and actually share them with you. And this is her doing her vision board and looking through the magazines. And you really want to, like I said, it's a form of prayer. You go into a very sacred space and you look at all of the pictures, and even and a lot of words. You may want to, you know, cut out the words, whatever it is that is connecting with you. This is the young lady who I believe was the singer and the actress, because I did this workshop about 2 or 3 years ago. And I believe that was her board that was fully enveloped with all of those pictures. And then we have, okay, so this is the collage that I made, obviously from Pic Collage, and put them all together so you could have a broad view of some of the wonderful students that I had in this workshop and what it has and what it looks like. Because what you need room, when I was teaching the classes in the wellness center very close by, the I had the students really sit, you know, far apart so that they were not in each other's auric field, and that they had a lot of space to think and to feel and to go deep within to create these wonderful boards. So and it's very simple. You just get go to Staples, you get, you know, a board, a smaller, as big as you want, by the way. And the key is that you want to keep these boards where you can see them, so that when you wake up every day, you see it. So you might want to put it, you know, wherever it is that you choose, whether you want to put it right by your bed, right in front of the bathroom, right in your office, in your space of meditation room or computer room, wherever you feel it would be most beneficial. That's where you want to put it, so that you're constantly seeing it. Okay, and then we have, okay, so this is another, she's actually just in the beginning of doing her vision board. So I wanted to make sure that I shared all of those with you so that you could see them and get a really good idea of what it is all about and what it looks like and how exactly you can get engrossed in making your vision board, and also putting out what it is that you want to bring into your life. Oh, the villages in Florida. Okay, so let me put this back up again because somebody's asking me to do so. I have no problem with that. We have, this is the original. This is, I believe this is actually the first book of many that she wrote. So we can leave that on there for right now. So if you see, that's the, the secret, and that's her first book, because there were others that I did put up there. So you might want to take that read. I believe it's on ebook, and you could go on Amazon, many different locations that you could purchase it, believe me. And I believe she made she wrote 5 books altogether. So if anybody wants to ask a question, or I think someone shared where, oh, I'm so glad that you've seen me at the Babylon Carriage House a few times at the school fundraiser, at the school fundraiser, which was lovely. And I believe the PTA in the school put that all together. Um, and a group reading. Thank you. So I look forward for you connecting to have your reading, and I appreciate that feedback. If there's anyone on here that has seen me for a reading or a group reading, and you want to, just give the others an idea or share your inner feelings about how you felt about it, that would be good, because that's how I don't advertise. I just get people through word of mouth, and how happy people are with the results of that, because that's my aim, is to bring, once again, comfort and healing. And so, yes, Aura is sharing. She loves that vision board. That vision board is really, it's amazing. It really is amazing, and so filled to the gills with all that she is trying to bring into her life. Thank you, Mary. She says she's looking forward to my book. I gave her a reading in a group setting. My son came through. God bless your son. Um, I gave you and your husband such a sense of peace by everything that I told you. He sent some very important messages to us through you. Very blessed to have gotten that reading. My heart is ever thankful for you for that. You are very welcome. And you all know I lost my James. So anytime, I can bring through a son or a daughter, in addition to, of course, all of our loved ones. Anytime we lose a loved one, but especially a child, it is important, very important. Okay, hi from, uh, I don't know how to pronounce that, Kenagua, New York. Welcome, welcome. And Nancy, you'll be in next week. I'll be in a week from tomorrow. Fantastic, Nancy, and that you've had readings with me before. Thank you so much, and I appreciate the support. And Desiree, oh, so many of you have had a group or a private reading, and I know a lot of you are my students. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you so much. And once again, yes, I have a ways to go with the book, but I would say I'm halfway. That's not bad. I'm halfway there. Halfway there. So does anyone have any questions or anything that I shared with you that you would want to ask me questions about? Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate that. Glad that you feel that I gave you clarity, peace, inner vision, clear vision. Okay, so that you saw me 18 years ago, and I think it was at Brennan's. Oh my goodness gracious. Gee, does that bring back memories, Barbara? Holy cow. 18 years ago. Yeah, it was actually, that's right, because my parents died the same day. If you all want to go on josephineg.com and see the story behind that. My parents died 42 minutes apart. They were actually the story of the Notebook. And that was actually, in Brennan's, was the first time that I did restaurants and the group readings. And just so that you all know, they're starting to come around. The 8 fundraising events and psychic dinner shows are now starting to come around to possibly uh, having maybe in September, October, November, and certainly into January, February, March, having me go there to do the group readings. So if any of you, by the way, if you know, I always, like I say, all of these things are really through people who have referred me. So any one of you who know people who want to have a group reading done, or they own a restaurant and they would like me to go there and do a group reading, I just want to put that out there to everybody. I am actually, putting down the dates on my calendar. So if you, once again, know of anybody who owns a restaurant and they would be, open to this, and they're, even if it's, over the next few months, just give the office a call, 631-698-4089. You could also, on josephineg.com, on the top of the homepage, you could see my email, which is skyangelsjmjg@gmail.com. Take a look there and send an email. It's best if you call, though. You could do both, either or. That's fine. Just please don't send. I have hundreds of private messages here on this Facebook. There's just too many for me to keep up with. So it is better if you call the office if you want to book. Many people on there want to book a private reading or a group reading, or have me do their fundraiser. I won't even be able to get to you. Best that you call the office, okay? That would be the best thing. Hi, Lorianne. She's coming from North Carolina to have a reading with me. Thank you. That's wonderful. So looking forward to it, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad all of you are here. Let me put up I want to somebody's asking me to put back up that vision board that the young lady did. So let me see which one that is. I am looking for, here it is. Okay, so let me just leave that up. I had about 5 people who were asking me to put that back up. So you could take a good look at that, even if you want to take a picture of it. This is one of the best vision boards that, as far as the compact and what it is that she was wishing and asking to have enter into her life. So the more it is filled, by the way, it doesn't have to be with just pictures. You could see that she has the words that are in here as well. Wow. Helen went to my house. I've been in this office for about 20 years. So just prior to me coming here, Helen came to my home, and her dad came in. And then she saw me again at the firehouse in St. James. A lot of the firehouses are calling the ladies' auxiliaries, the different, especially the restaurants, who are the first ones to be calling. I would always like to have new locations, so spread the word. Thank you. I'm so glad, Helen, that is, I'm glad that they came in, and that your mom came in, pushed him back. So it's always wonderful to get the feedback. Thank you, Ronnie. She said her meeting with me a couple of years ago. My daughters were there as well. Very informative, and many members who passed came through. And let me see, Deep Wells. So I'm hoping, hopefully, if Denise, if you're still on here, I'm hoping that Deep Wells will be able to rebook with them soon. I hope so. With safe distance, safe distancing, of course. It will always be a safe haven. And thank you so much, Judy. I came to her home, and Ruvo. I have done Ruvo, La Tavola, Terryville Fire Department. So hopefully Ruvo will get back in touch, and La Tavola can't wait to get back into into those locations. And your mother's house, I was just on the phone with your mother's house today, so I may be back there. As a matter of fact, I know that's a cute name, isn't it? In, I believe, Garden City. Aw, thank you, Rosemary. She says she's seen others. No one compares to me. Seriously, you're very, very, very sweet and very kind. Thank you. So if anyone, oh, Anna, you were there at Deep Wells. I'm really hoping that they can, and you saw me at Ruvo as well. I'm hoping that they can have it again. With the country house, Kristen, the country house in Stony Brook. I have not been there. I don't know if you're asking me if I would go there. Certainly. I always like to have new venues and new locations to do group readings in. When you go onto my Facebook, and you could go way back, because the Facebook goes many years back, you could see all the locations that I've done. And I do have some videos that are up of the readings that I gave throughout the evening. There was one that was at the, was it the Masonic Lodge? Elks Club. It was at the Elks Club, and I have a few of the readings that I did, little clips that you will be able to go there and look at. Hi, Lorianne. I'm so glad you say I did a reading for your family at the house. Thank you so much. And your son's friend came through to group reading at Ruvo's, was very comforting. Thank you, Anne Marie. It's okay. I do want to say at Deep Wells, it is. I just shared this with someone today. Unless that's you, I'm so bad with remembering names. I just had a lovely, lovely lady, just in case that's you, who came into my office for reading, in-person reading today. Just lovely, lovely person. And we were discussing, I was telling her that I'm hoping that Deep Wells does reschedule, and that the place is haunted, occupied with spirits. You know, we can call them, I know sometimes people call them ghosts. They say that it's haunted, but they are very occupied. The spirits are very much there, because you could feel it. I actually, when I first met Denise, who's a lovely woman, and she actually does the flyers for me with all of these weekly interactive classes that I do. Hi, Mariana. Hi, Mariana. I like the way you have that name spelled. That yes, they are certainly there. And I told Denise a whole story of what I felt when we went up to the tower, and that was really pretty wild, because she validated it. She said, "Oh boy, yes, you are right," because there was a lot of interesting stories there for those of you who know about that. I'm going to leave this up to how the secret changed my life. Of course, this is Rhonda Byrne, a phenomenal author, and part of her changed my life, her books. And hello, Helene. Where is Deep Wells? Deep Wells is in St. James. It's in St. James. So they had to postpone it twice, actually. And the last one, I think, was in May, and we had to change it again. So hopefully it will be in the Halloween month. You know, I always love to do group readings in the Halloween month, because it's always so exciting and a lot of fun and spooky. And we like that, because I think one of the nights that I was in Deep Wells, by the way, it's on a historical land site. It's a historical building, by the way, St. James Historical Building. And I believe it was thundering. And when I do group readings, and I know some of you that I've went to your house and have done group readings over the years, some of you, there has been like electrical storms and thunderstorms, and those are always the best environment, of course, to do this, because it raises, in all seriousness, it raises the energy level in the room. You know, the people are in a very their vibrational energy gets raised. And I always do the group readings at 7 o'clock, and then people ask me that. I have a person ask me, why do you always do 7 to 8:30? The reason I start at 7 o'clock is because that's the highest vibrational energy. Seven is the number of spirit. It is the number of spirituality, the number of spirit. And so that is why I will always start the group reading at 7 o'clock. The individual readings, obviously, that's, individual readings are only held in my office, by the way. So, because those I do, all the time here in my Selden location. Okay. Oh, she says, we would have a hurricane. That is funny. Lots of energy at Deep Wells, that's for sure. 7 is your favorite number. Hi, Mary. 7 is your favorite number. Happy to hear that. So happy to have you here. Always lovely to know that you're on board. And thank you for, by the way, for everybody sharing what it is that you want to bring in your life and where it is that you're from. If you want to give different shout outs, if you haven't already, give a shout out from where you are, where you're watching this from. I would love to see that. And also, you can please, I'm just going to take a second because I have to put this out there to share it. The last time there was 69 shares, and I appreciate it. That's why we have some new people on here. So people could watch this even when it's not live. So if you could take a second to do that, that would be great. And Janice is saying, ha, 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 ha. Yes, it is. It really is. It always makes me laugh, not only your emojis, but when I do go to people's houses and they really are holding on to each other because the lightning and the thunder and the rain. I teach at the Smithtown Historical Site for many, many years. And when I was there and I did, group readings, many large group readings there, but when I taught in the classes in the tavern, I've taught in the big barn over there, for those of you who are familiar with it. And then also in the tavern, which is the smaller, more intimate rooms. And there's a ghost, there's a spirit that walks the land there. It's the lady in red. And one night, I will share this with you because I think it still blows my mind, really, to this day. But at the time, I had my secretary, I had my sound guy, I had my the runner, the person who holds the speaker to go, because there was about 100 people there that night. And when my secretary, the sound guy, everybody left, and it was just me and my assistant that was there. And so as we're folding the chairs and we're almost done, and some of the chairs were from my house because they only have so many there, she went out and we were putting them in the back of the car. And she came in as white as a ghost. And I said, "Are you okay? What's happening? Please tell me." And she said, "Josephine, I went outside and this woman who I came over to me, and it was just starting to drizzle lightly. And she said she came over and she had no shoes on." Now, my assistant at the time knew nothing about this location whatsoever. And she had a long dress, and she actually had a red dress and no shoes. And she said, "I'm lost. Please help me. I'm lost." And my assistant was just frazzled. And she turned around and she shut the trunk, the hatchback, and she just sort of took a deep breath and was like, "This." It looked like the woman was crazy, so she was scared because it was late. I think it was 11 o'clock. And so she closed the hatchback. She turned around. The woman was gone. And when she described the woman to me, I had to say to her, "You're not going to believe this, but that is the woman in red who walks the grounds, who did die tragically." And so her soul was not at rest. And she said, "Josephine, that's it. We're packing up. We have 2 more. I'm not coming out here myself. I just want to go home." She was frazzled. She, a lot of people would be so happy to see a spirit and so thrilled to be able to say that they had encountered a ghost and someone, a soul that was sort of walking the land. So obviously she was trapped on the land. And, you know, I believe that it was her, it is her, for her anyway, it's her choice of whether or not she wants to go into the light. But she, for some reason, feels very bound to the land. Um, so isn't that wild? Isn't that very interesting? Hmm. I just wanted to share that. I have so many stories I could share with you, and maybe I know the first book will be the biography of how, the story of how I got involved in this, because it really is quite fascinating. And I will write about that. Maybe the second book, if I can ever get there, I want to worry about the first book first, will be a lot of the stories. I'm going to interview a lot of the people that I, uh, over the years, have read. And yes, and Rosemary's on here. She has been to the Smithtown Historical Site, and that was, she says it was so fun. She's been to many of my classes, and it was so fun and haunted and wild. Hi, Gina. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Um, oh, Helene, you're making me very jealous. She's watching from AC. Haven't been to AC in a long time, and I do love the shows and the bells and the whistles and all of that. So hi, Helene, watching from AC. I hope you're watching on the big TV over there. Um, Helene has been to many of my classes as well. I don't know, Helene, if you've been to the Smithtown Historical Site or to the one in St. James. I'm not sure. Yes, so, and thank you, Gina, to be excited about my book. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, someone, oh, but thank you. Somebody's asking me where I got my blouse. I have no problem. I go to Marshall's. I go to Marshall's and I go to, I'm not one who likes shopping, and I go to Kohl's. Um, I cannot, well, now I don't have to worry about it, but I can't go into malls because I get too overwhelmed. My energy is too open. I can't even breathe when I go into malls. So those are nice. You get lots of light, and I could keep looking at the light, go in, get my things, and leave. For those of you, by the way, I will share this with you. Go to Kohl's because they have big sales going on now. This one wasn't on sale, but they have lots of things that are on. Beautiful blouses now, they're on sale. So go to Kohl's in the clearance section. You'll get a lot of really cute things, and they have a lot. I just bought a lovely dress from there as well. I'm looking at Gina Rose, and I bought a dress with all roses on it, so maybe I'll wear that next week. Okay. Helene is sharing with me. It's very different there now. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully I'll get to go there soon. Hi from Shirley. Hi, Shirley. And Mariana, where could you sign up for how could you sign up to make an appointment for a group reading? You need to call the office 631-698-4089, and you have to call the office in order to book the private reading or the group reading. The group readings are held in the Selden office or in the home, by the way. Safe distancing is always practiced, so it's not a problem. Okay, so yes, you were giving me shout outs from West Babylon, Jericho. Anna just got the chills over that story. I still get the chills when I think about it. I still get the chills, even in the class that I taught over there in the tavern when it was thundering and the I think Helene, you were in that class, and the windows and the doors came open, and I was facing my students, and my students, I think there was about 30 or 40 in the class, and everybody was looking this way, and they saw the image. I don't think it wasn't the lady in red, because they said, well, first of all, everybody was so scared, but it was thundering out, and it could have been her, but it was another spirit. It's haunted. The grounds are haunted over there. Hi from Bayside. Hello, 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 Pennsylvania, Jersey, AC, California, Arizona. Welcome aboard. And I'm so happy to have some new people here. Keep sharing, everybody, if you don't mind, before we end, because I'll be ending in a few minutes. Yes. And you know what? I don't freak out about that. I think I freaked out more about the people freaking out. So I find it's so fascinating. Um, so it was wild, you know. I mean, I was nervous for for my assistant who turned white, and I was worried about her. So, but she was okay. She said she will never go there by herself ever again, and totally understandable. Totally understandable. Okay, so I am really hoping, I'm hoping that you will make your vision boards, that you will use the law of attraction to bring into your life whatever it is that you choose: peace of mind, peace of heart, good relationship, financial gain, um, love, unconditional love, healing, body, mind, and spirit. So make your vision boards. By the way, next week is going to be power of the soul. Uh, Put on there as soon as I get off. It's already on there, so please put going, because so many people are on here, and you know, it just gives me an idea of who's, you know, how many people are going to be on. I always like to welcome you, and give me. I want to give you the hearts. You know, we always end up or end off with giving the heart. So it's from my heart to your heart, and certainly I want to wish all of you good health and love and unconditional love, body, mind, and spirit. So everybody, you know, when you give those hearts, keep those hearts coming, keep those smiley faces coming, because when you do that, it really is for everybody that is on here. And everyone loves to see that, because hearts and flowers and smiles really makes everybody happy. So I love seeing those come. Thank you so much. And you're very welcome, Helene. Thank you for sharing that you were there. And keep the flowers coming, the emojis coming, of smiles, and just a lot of pure love. You know, it's, Erica, thank you so much. I just love this. You know, you guys are really great. Hi, Josephine. Thank you. Elaine, Desiree, thank you for these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful hearts. And Lorraine, I will tell Michael, would you like to come in here so we can end off with Michael? Thank you, Lorraine. We have Michael, who's always my co-pilot and always here. So,
Well, just saying good night and thank you, everyone. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Gina. Hearts, thank you so much, guys. You all have a great night.
thank you to my co-pilot. He always makes sure the lighting and everything is going well. Thank you, Catherine, for those wonderful, wonderful, beautiful uh, emojis and little wonderful, I think that's a dragonfly. And Janice is saying, hey, Mike, hey, Mike. And hi, Lisa. So I'm glad that you were able to be here. And Mary, Michael heard your hello. He sees that.
Thank you, Mary.
He's saying thank you. Michael is saying thank you to you, Mary, and all of you that are saying, bidding me and Michael good night. So thank you all for being here. I so look forward to seeing you next week. Please share this. And also go on to Josephine Ghiringhelli Psychic Medium YouTube. And if any of you want a reading or a group reading, you want to call 631-698-4089. God bless everyone. Good night. Sweet dreams. Healing to all of you. And make your vision boards if you want to share them next week. You know, I would love to see them. Okay, take care, everybody. Good night. Bye bye.